I believe this has potential to sustain itself as a fairy tale season. I believe this team does have a chance to get to the Super Bowl, but now one thing must happen now. Trade deadline, as you well know, next Tuesday, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Tony Romo must be traded now. This weekend, Monday, early Tuesday, whenever. Now. At the very least, it is time for Jerry Jones to quit straddling that fence. He said a couple of weeks ago, this is a good problem. No, it's not a good problem. It has become a bad problem to have. It is time for Jerry at least to step up and declare unequivocally, publicly, this is Dak Prescott's team and his job the rest of the season, that Tony Romo is nothing more than a backup quarterback. Will Jerry do that? I think not. Will he trade Tony? I don't know. I hope he sees the light, because I believe Tony would bring a lot of value right now from a desperate team such as the New York Jets, who could use the splash that is Tony Romo on the back pages of the New York tabloids. And you can sell Tony Romo for 2 or 3 more good years if you'll take his $24 million cap hit on under your cap. But in this case, you know what Sunday night is starting to feel like to me? Like Dak Prescott has to win this game to keep his job. And that is flat out unfair to him. That's just wrong, because we're talking about a 4th-round rookie quarterback who I thought played well enough to win the first game. You and I went back and forth about that. But he did play, all things considered, getting thrown into that fire against a division rival, opening day, Jerry World. I thought he played well enough to win the game. And then he won 5 straight. And he won 3 games that nobody thought he could win. And he has changed, as we've spoken often about, I believe, the culture, the way this team plays football, the composure of this football team. He's changed the way the offense plays, and he's inspired the defense to play over its heads at a higher level than even I thought that the defense could play. And he's also leading the NFL in time of possession, which keeps said defense off the field. Do I think you could throw Tony Romo back in right now and have more splash plays? Sure you could. Tony Romo, he's high risk and high reward. Right now, listen to this stat. 21 NFL quarterbacks have thrown more touchdown passes than Dak Prescott. He's only got 7. He only has 1 interception. Dak Prescott leads the entire NFL in quarterback rating. So he's extremely efficient. He's extremely accurate and precise. And he's leading the National Football League in plays per scoring drive, time of possession. I love the way they're playing football, because he is now the flip side, the polar opposite of Tony Romo. You know I love Tony Romo, but I love this way of playing football versus the old high-risk, high-reward way. And by the way, if you throw Tony Romo cold back into the fire, let's say Dak loses Sunday night. You got a feeling he will. Let's say that happens. So Tony Romo starts the next game. Where is it? At Cleveland. And what? Will he last 4 plays or 7 plays or 9 plays? Because we know he just gets hurt like that. Okay, so you disrupt the chemistry. You tear apart potentially. You split the locker room. You ruin the momentum. You ruin the flow. You ruin the chemistry of this team. And let's say then you put Dak back in. Can he pick it right back up? Is he impervious to all the pressure that's going on around him? And I'm going to throw it back out again. You've got a Tony Romo who wants the job back so badly he threw a bye-week party to win back the football team. I don't care what you say. It doesn't feel right to me. I get why Tony would do it. I think in Tony's mind, this is his job and his team, and he wants it back sooner than later. And he's going to pressure the owner, and you say he's like a son to the owner, to give him his job back. So what? So Dak Prescott, as a 4th-round rookie, has to go into Sunday night on the national TV stage against your arch rival within the division, a very good football team with a very good defense, feeling like, I have to win this game or I'm going to the bench. He's already having to split more practice reps with Tony Romo. I'm sure he likes Tony, and I'm sure Tony likes him, but that's not the point. Clear the decks. I'm done with it. You could argue with me, yeah, what if Dak gets hurt? I'm tired of worrying about quarterbacks getting hurt. I don't care. I think Dak can take the beating of playing in the National Football League. I'm going glass half full here. I don't want to worry about if he gets hurt. I'd rather worry about if he stays healthy, because if he does, I think this team can go a long, long way with Dak. And I think if you throw Tony back in, it's going to turn back into the nightmare that would make you very happy.
Skip, I wouldn't be very happy.
Yes, you would. You'd be ecstatic. You'd be jubilant. You would come in, you'd dance all the way to your chair on that morning.